Good evening. We are students from UW College, Hong Kong. We are conducting research about how Southeast Asian living in Hong Kong previously their identity and impacts factors. We would like to ask you some questions. They will be divided into three sections. The interview will last between 10 to 15 minutes. The interview will be used for academic purposes. The video will be uploaded on YouTube and will be set in private mode. Thank you for your time to speak with us today. Do you have any question before we get started?
No, we can start
No.
into it.
Okay.
Very good. Oh, how old are you?
I am 18 years old.
Okay. What is
Okay.
your education levels?
I am Form 6 student.
Oh, okay. Which you live?
I live in Tin Mun district.
Oh, how long have you been living in Hong Kong?
I'm born in Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah. Are your parents from Hong Kong?
No, my parents, they are born in India and they came to Hong Kong. Yes.
Okay. Do you have the Hong Kong ID card?
Yes, of course.
Oh. Where's your birthplace?
Hong Kong. I was
Okay.
born in Tin Mun. Yeah.
Good. How your parents' Cantonese skills and scale 0 to 7? 7 is very well. And 0 note.
Yes. My
And
parents don't really know how to speak Chinese.
oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
like around 3.
3. Okay.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go to section 2.
So let's move on to section 2 about your self-identity. To what extent do you accept the identity of Hong Kong? Scale 1 to 5. Scale 1 is strongly rejected. Scale 5 is strongly accepted.
I think I strongly accept it. Like maybe I'll give it a 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
So the second question is, what's the factor makes you accept the identity of Hong Kong?
Maybe like the factors concerning my identity as a Hong Konger, like for example, the job. If I'm working as a government job, my friends, family, and school. And these are the
Cool.
factors that affect.
Okay. So the third question is, what do you think of your identity for now?
My identity for now is just a regular student who studies in Hong Kong. Yes.
Okay. So, what identity do you want others to think of you and why?
I want others to think of me as like Hong Kong citizens because I was born and raised in Hong Kong.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever felt confused when choosing your identity?
Not really, because my childhood I've spent in Hong Kong and I don't really go back. I'm an Indian and I don't really went back India for so long.
Okay.
And so it doesn't really matter.
So you go India annually to visit your relative?
No. Like 6-7 years later. I just went India 2 times.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So, do you feel any difficulties in learning Cantonese? If yes, what's the problem?
Only writing is a problem. Speaking is not really a problem because I have a lot of friends I can talk with. You know, I play football and can communicate with everyone and running. So it's not, the problem is to write, which is very hard.
Okay. Which language would you prefer to use in daily life and why?
I would prefer Cantonese or English for daily life.
Why is that?
Because in Hong Kong, people can communicate easier if everyone knows English or Chinese.
Do you know any other language besides Cantonese and English? Like,
Yes, I know my own language, Indian.
okay,
I know Punjabi, Urdu. Yeah, I just know these 4 languages.
okay. So you speak few language, but you still choose to use Cantonese in English in Hong Kong, right?
Yeah, English is
Oh,
fine.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the section 3, the further questions. The first question is, does your identity have an influence on your daily communications, like job, community, schools? Scale 1 to 5. Scale 1 is strongly agree. Scale 5 is strongly disagree.
I would give it a 3.
3, okay.
Yeah.
So the second one is, do you think the government has enough support for the Southeast Asian living in Hong Kong? Like financial support, job opportunities, something like that. Equality, it can be an option too.
Yes, I feel like sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. Most of the time, they don't really have good opportunities for Southeast Asians, because like some jobs you really need to learn Chinese so that you can do the job, and without Chinese you can't really do so much jobs in Hong Kong.
Okay. So okay. So the third question is, what do you expect the government to do to help the people from Southeast Asia to live in Hong Kong or adapt there to change their life?
Government can, like, set up good laws in Hong Kong. Like, you don't really need a must to learn Chinese. Like, for example, policeman, you really it's a must to learn Chinese. You you need to know how to speak. And so that's why not so many people can become a policeman in Hong Kong. Maybe they can reduce the requirements a bit so that the Southeast Asians can get more opportunities.
So there's one recently they accepted they have some Southeast Asian working in the police forces. Do you agree with this policy? So they have some Napoleons, I think, who are working in the police force. Yeah, they have
No, they're
policies.
Indians and Pakistanis, because they really work hard a lot to reach that position. And you can see just only like 5 or 6 people succeeded, and they're like 1/7 population of Hong Kong is Southeast Asians.
So you want the government is to
reduce the requirements,
and then so that more everyone have a fair chance to complete for the government jobs. Okay. So the fourth question is, will you leave Hong Kong and emigrate to other places in the next 10 years? If yes, where would you go and why?
It's a sensible question. Like, if China takes over Hong Kong, I think the Hong Kong citizens would want to leave also. And of course, I would leave also if China took over Hong Kong. And if I would go somewhere, I would go Australia, because I really like that place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So mainly is the political reason rather than other lifestyle or just
no.
I'm
okay with living in Hong Kong.
Okay, just the politics and politician stuff, right? Okay, so do you think you can integrate it into the Hong Kong life now? If not, how do you want the government to help you integrate into the Hong Kong life?
I think I can integrate, like, if I have good studies, good foundation, good degree, and I can get a good government job in Hong Kong. That's how you can integrate in Hong Kong life. Maybe if they can support more in giving financial support to the students in universities, then it would be much better.
Okay, I see. So it's mainly